Okay, so we've looked at inequalities in one triangle, which really means we're comparing angles and sides within a triangle. Now we're going to look at inequalities in two triangles, and that means we're going to be comparing angles and sides, but between two different triangles. Now, this video is a lot like the last one about inequalities in one triangle. So there's a lot of interactivity and there are practice problems. So again, I am expecting that you will stop the video, take notes, try the problems, check your answers, and before you go forward rather than just watching through the entire video. The relationships we're looking at all involve the Hinge theorem. So I want you to watch a video from Virtual Nerd on the Hinge theorem, then come back and we'll continue talking about what we're going to talk about. Just to recap then from what you saw on the video, Hinge theorem involves a side angle side type of relationship. We have two pairs of congruent sides, but the included angles are not congruent. One included angle is greater than another. And the side opposite the greater included angle will be larger than the side opposite the other included angle. The converse is also true. So if I have two sides that are congruent to two corresponding sides, and we know the measures of the third sides, then the longer side will be opposite the larger angle. Okay, so how do I use the Hinge theorem? Here's an example. You can see these two triangles. They are side angle side looking. So I have two pairs of congruent sides and an included angle, but the included angles are not congruent. The included angles have different measures. So angle L is greater than angle N, and that means that the side opposite angle L, JK, will be greater than the side opposite angle N, MP. So suppose we want to compare SRT and VRT. I want you to do this, and then I'll come back with answers. And here's the answer. You'll notice that RS and RV are congruent, and RT is a common side. So that means that I have a side angle side looking relationship. However, since side ST is less than side VT, we know that angle SRT will be less than angle VRT. Okay, compare the sides of these two triangles. Here's the answer. All right. What can be compared in this figure? So that's what I want you to look at first. Here's the answer. All right, so now actually do that comparison. And here's the answer. Okay, so now this is a range problem. This is where solving inequalities comes into play. So if I have a problem like this, I'm going to use the converse of the Hinge theorem. And I notice that the side opposite angle 55 is going to be less than the side opposite 68. So that means my inequality is 5x plus 2 is less than 47, which solves to x is less than 9. But wait. These things are triangles, and they have sides, and sides must be positive numbers. So we know that 5x plus 2 must be greater than 0. And as a result, I have a range of values, and that range of values is between negative 2/5 and 9. Okay, so a similar problem for you to practice, and the answer. And one additional practice, and the answer. Okay, so closing thoughts, let's recap. When we're comparing sides or angles of two different triangles, that means we're using the Hinge theorem. And when you're finding ranges of values, pay attention as to whether you need to guarantee positive sides or positive angles. And remember, these relationships relate sides and angles in two triangles. You have to remember you're only comparing two triangles. If you're comparing within one triangle, then you're not using the Hinge theorem, you're using one of the other relationships we've looked at. Okay, that's it for this video. We have some practice problems for you. So remember, if you have any questions, talk to a math teacher near you.